Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another video of tutorial series Learning Laravel from Scratch. I'm your host Anwar Ali and I'm here today with a new topic, and the topic is implementing pagination using Laravel. Laravel has made it quite easy for us to integrate pagination into our system. It's just 2 lines of code, nothing more than that. Everything is really simple and it has really minimized the code. And unlike other framework, we had to build some logics of passing the offset, passing the limits, writing some sort of queries in order to grab our entries from the database as per our limit and offset. uh, Unlike those stuffs, Laravel had made it really straightforward and really easy. All of the logical parts and all of the query parts are performed by Laravel itself, and it is really easy to implement pagination using Laravel's paginate function. So in order to implement the pagination, I've already added some of the dummy contents in our news table. So I've just inserted some of the contents into my news module. So I have copied some of the text from libsum.com and I have added some of the text. So I already have some of the, let's say, 6 of the entries of our news. So let's implement pagination for this module, and what we'll be doing is we'll be showing 5 in each page. So our first page should have news from ID number 1 to 5, and my second page should have news of ID number 6. So let's try to implement this and see if everything goes fine. So let's open our project, and since we are working on news module, I need to open my news controller. So this is my news controller, and I also need to open the view of my news listing page, which is index. So these are the 2 pages where I need to work. So in case of my controller, what I will do is, and we can see that this is the function that is responsible to grab the news from the database, and I'm assigning those news to ARR news and passing it to the view called index. So all I need to do is, first thing inside my controller, all I need to do is I just need to replace this function all by function paginate. Okay, this is the first step that I need to do. So I need to say paginate and pass the number of entries that I want to show on each page. So let's say I want to show 5 news on each page. So in that case, I'll just type in 5 over here. So this is done. We have already completed our task in our controller. Now all I need to do is start working in my view file. And there's only 1 line of code that I need to add in my view file in order to make pagination work. Actually, the pagination has already started to work already. All I need to do is I just need to show the page numbers on the bottom of my listing, and in order to show that page number just after my table ends, I'll write a piece of code that says, so the variable that I'm passing from my controller is news, right? So the index of the array that I'm sending to the view file is ARR news. So news is the index which I can use as variable in my listing page. So you can see that I've used for each function or for each loop for the news variable. So I need to use the same variable in order to display the page numbers of the pagination, and I need to use it this way. So I just need to call a function with respect to this object. So all I need to do is I need to say news and call a function called render. This way I just need to print it out, news render, and this will make our pagination work. Okay, so if you see now you can see that our pagination is already there. If I refresh this, page number 1 is active, perfect. Now if I click on 2, and it is taking me to the second page, and you can see the active, it's already active because of the bootstrap class that we are using here. So even our design is here. Our next button is inactive because I'm at the last page, and my first button, previous button is active because I'm page number 2, so I can go to page number 1, and it is now the page number 1 is active, so my next button is now active. So everything is working, the pagination is working perfectly, and we have a complete working script by just 2 lines. The first thing all we need to do is modify our function called all to paginate and pass in the parameter or the number of entries that I want to list in my index page or in my listing page. So I want to, so if I need to change, let's say 5 to 2. So in this case, since we have 6 different news, it should now show on 3 different pages, right? So the first page, second page, and third page. All of these are automatically controlled by Laravel paginate function itself. So now you can see we have 3 pages. So our first page has 1 and 2, second page has 1 and 3, 3 and 4, and the third page has 5 and 6. So we don't have to write any extra code, just the call paginate function in the controller and pass it to the view file, and inside view file I'll just use the for each normally as we use for all or get or find, and finally, just in order to show my page numbers, all I need to do is I need to call a function called render and print it out with reference to news or the, let's say, the parent object that we, or the index representing the news object. I just need to call the render function with reference to that object, and it will work it out for us. So that's it for pagination. I hope you understood how to use pagination in Laravel and how easy it is in Laravel to implement pagination. And if you have any confusions regarding the video, you can just mention it in the comment section. And if you understood the video, don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new topic. Till then, have a nice time. Goodbye.